Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Jurassic World's Evolution. I certainly hope you're having a wonderful day because I'm certainly excited to be back. We're hanging out in the Velociraptor pen at the moment where things are going pretty well. We have Tom, we have Jerry, and the other Velociraptor is going to be around there somewhere as well. I think they're going to be sort of over in this direction. Tom, we have, of course, got VLC 003. The creatively named VLC 003 at that. But we have also just unlocked the monorail, which is very important. It is very important because currently the transport rating is 15%. It's letting the park down, and I think we need to fix it. So let's get a monorail in here. And while we're building this, I actually want to talk a little bit about an idea that I've seen floated in the comments of some of these episodes. So, a few people have been keen to point out that I don't have a lot of money on this park, but I do have a lot of money on the first park, whatever it was called. So, the idea that's being floated about is that, you know, I could maybe go back to that first park for an episode, maybe upgrade it a little bit, get it closer to 5 stars, and then go ahead and do all the research on that island. Since we are pretty much loaded on that island anyway, that might not be a terrible idea. That genuinely might not be a terrible idea. So we might end up doing that today. We might very well end up going back to the first island today and seeing what we can do. Now, you might also have noticed there that I am doing the monorails sort of backwards. That's intentional. I basically want to try and get them as close to the... Is that really obstructed? It is. That's actually really bad. That's really bad news. That is intentional, having the monorails backwards, though. I'm doing that because I think it'll look kind of neat, having them be as close to the paths as possible. I just didn't really think about the idea that we had the storm warning thing here, so we might have to come back to that in just a second. Let's get this one to curve over this way and around to here. And this one is going to have to, I guess, go sort of like this to avoid the storm warning stuff. So there we go. That kind of curves up nicely. It's floating. There's a lot of floating going on there because there's paths and buildings underneath it, but that's probably fine. That's realistic, right? We'll not worry too much about that. Let's just get you connected as well. So bring this over in a bit of a straight line, then somehow need to wow. Curve and connect just became Knerve. Right. We need to curve it over this way a little bit and connect it just there. That's a little bit of a sharp angle, I'll admit, but it will do the job. Once those are all connected with paths, this will totally do the job. So what I want to do is somehow come off of here at a good angle. Now that actually looks all right there. So straight up like that, then straight over like so. And I reckon that that'll do for that monorail station. Now this one over here, gonna be a similar story. We're gonna go straight up like that, over a little bit. Maybe bulldoze that because I just got the angle a bit weird. But we'll go at that kind of angle, straight across, and maybe a little bit further. And then straight down to the path. There we go. So that one's now active, and this one down here needs exactly the same treatment, and then we should see the transport issues in the park pretty much go away. So something just like that. There we go. So if we have a look at the transport rating, it is 31%. Interesting. Dead dinosaur. Excuse me? Who's dead? Who's this? Dracorex 1 died of old age. Well, that sucks, man. Oh, I'm not okay with that. I don't like when they die, man. I'm not okay with that. Let's see here. Has that rating gone up? 81%. There we go. Boom. Boom. The rating's up there. We're almost a 4-star park as well. We need better variety and better welfare, but the rating of the park will totally go up with both of those things. So I think what we'll do I think what we'll do is I actually want to have a look at research real quick because we only really have 5 upgrades to look at here. And that's not a whole lot, so I'm not sure if we need to go to that first island that I was talking about. Because what I'm thinking is, if we go to the new island and sort of get set up there, we'll unlock a bunch of new research anyway. And then we could go back once we've unlocked all that research and do it all on the first island where we have the money to do it. And then maybe just go from there. That might be the way to go. Now let's go ahead and extract this. Let's go ahead and extract you and sell you. And I guess we apparently have some Velociraptors over here that I totally forgot about. So we'll release those. And I guess we'll have a little look in here as well and see what we've got. So what do we have at the moment? We have Strythiomymus. We have Barter the Triceratops. I think my other Triceratops died. We had a Dracorex. We have one of them left. So, Triceratops, Strythiomymus, Dracorex. What else could we put in there? So we have the Monosaurus and this thing. So I think it might be worth putting the Monosaurus in there. 2 successful expeditions, consider that done. We do also have the missions and contracts to do here as well, so there is still a lot of work to do. So let's give you success rate 2.0 and 2.0. And let's give you, I guess, 2.0 again. And then I think we will maybe take a look at the Edmontosaurus. And maybe we will take a look at this guy as well. We've also just maxed out the genome on the Velociraptor, which is really neat. It's also a bit of a pain because we just sent out an expedition to get more Velociraptor stuff there, so that's annoying. Either way, we have the guest count nicely above 3,300 guests, so we'll keep that going. We'll get that contract out of the way. I think we will also get these expeditions out of the way whilst we're here, and then I think we will look at moving to that next island, even if it's just temporarily before we head back to the first one to do all of the research. Another dead dinosaur, man. That's not good. Oh, it's Barter. Barter's dead. That's... Man, I don't like when they start... I don't like when they start dying of old age. Not a fan of that. Really not a fan of that. It's just, it's no fun. It is no fun at all. Let me have a quick look at you guys, though. You are all... Yeah. So we have reached the max on the social for Velociraptors. 6 Velociraptors and they're happy. Let's just sell the fossils that we have here. We've also just completed a contract. Fair enough. Not bad. Do I get any rewards for it? Reputation reward, dig speed. Nice. That's what I wanted. So expedition sensor, dig speed. Just give them dig speed. Give me that 30% dig speed bonus. We are also having power problems because we don't actually have enough power to keep up with that. So do we have output 1.0 on you? Let's go for 2.0 and 2.0 as well. There we go. So that'll fix our power problems. That's given us a small power boost, which is better than none at all. Let's see then. We have expeditions. These guys are going to be 30% faster. So we could go to here, getting some more Dilophosaurus. We could, you know what? I think we will go there. And I think that will, you know, it'll be 30% quicker than it's been in the past, which, as far as I'm concerned, is only a good thing. That really is only a good thing. Now, over here, you guys are ready for release. So we'll release the Edmontosaurus. We'll release that thing as well. And I'm hoping that... Okay, so capacity is a problem. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking we might need to look at the hotel. Because I believe if you click in the hotel, 44% overcrowding. So another hotel would likely solve that problem. Assuming I can get another hotel in here, which... apparently I can. There we go. This will be the Emergency Shelter Hotel. That's probably not a good name for a hotel, but you get the idea. It's sort of descriptive. It gives you an idea of where the hotel is. It also makes me think that this hotel needs power because it doesn't currently have that. So let's put a substation back there if possible. Just sort of out of the way. And that should also boost the park rating. I also realize that we're going to need another power plant for that because hotels take up kind of a lot of power. So let's throw a power plant just up here. Let's connect it to you. And then connect it to the path as per usual. So there and there. All right, that should be perfectly fine. We should see a really nice boost in the park capacity with this. Now, let me just double check here. Are you guys all happy? You can have a higher social group, which is fair enough. You don't have enough forest. Now, that can be fixed. So just something like that. Is that enough to help you out? No. All right. A little bit more forest over here then. Just something nice and simple to keep that dinosaur happy. You are still not quite there. Oh, there you go. So this dinosaur's happy. It's got everything it needs. I think all of them in that case are... Okay, so the Dracorex, sorry, isn't happy, but it's low social group. So let's get another Dracorex. And I'd like to point out, we are like a 4.5-star park right now.
There's a theory that given enough time, anything, in fact, all things, will happen. Like the advancement that you've achieved. Not to take away from your achievement, but to provide context.
Okay. So we've got a new contract done. We have a bit more research to do. Nothing in there. So we'll go for that. We'll get all this research done. The profit is almost $500,000. I'm actually really excited about the idea of trying to push for that 5 stars because we would get Dig Team Bravo. And Dig Team Bravo is... That'd be huge. That would be huge. My problem, I think, is that the only way to get us up to that 5-star would be a bit of combat infamy, because that's the only thing we don't have. Obviously, we don't have any penalties, and that's a good thing. But combat infamy is basically like, hey, this dinosaur's been involved in a lot of fights. This dinosaur's really aggressive. You know, come and see the dinosaur that killed all these other dinosaurs. So... yeah, we might need to arrange a little something there. Not sure what that would be. But we might need to arrange something. Do we have a, we do have a Dracorex in there. It doesn't seem like it's actually being released, though. I can't help but notice that Dracorex 3 seems like it might be stuck. So, we'll not worry too much about that. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure Dracorex 3 is fine. Man, I would love that. I would love that 5-star rating. A second dig team would be the best. It would just be incredible to get. But, I think, to be honest, we are probably just gonna have to wait on that. I don't think it's gonna be happening anytime soon. And that's fine. That's just the way of it. That is just the way of it. Let's take a look at research real quick. 4 minutes left on the incubation speed 2.0. I'll tell you what we're going to do, ladies and gents. We are not going to hit pause. We are going to go to the control room. We are going to go to island navigation. And we are going to head towards Isla Tacaño. Now, Isla Tacaño, I am sort of aware of. And by that, I mean, I know what Isla Tacaño is. Isla Tacaño is not doing so good right now. It is losing money, but it's also the island where we can get the T-Rex. So for that reason, I think it might be a good idea to head over there. I don't know how long I want to head over there for because I'm just noticing we have done none of the missions on our current island. So we'll go to Isla Tacaño. We'll see if we can get it sort of set up a little bit. But then I want to come back. So let's see what Isla Tacaño has to offer. I also realize I say that all dramatically like there's going to be dialogue on the loading screen, but there isn't. There isn't dialogue on the loading screen. It comes when the game kicks into the cinematic over the island, which it ain't gonna do yet, because it's gotta load the island first. So I'm kind of awkwardly filling time, is what I'm doing. How's your day going? How's your, whatever day it is?
There was another island near here where an amusement park was built over the bones of an abandoned one. Spared no expense, as Hammond would say. A biological preserve. Yeah, you may have heard about it. At least the stuff that wasn't classified.
So this is where we begin. This island, as I'm sure you can see, isn't doing so good. We are losing money. We are not, well, we're really not making money. We don't have any money. So what I'm gonna do, and the way I figure we handle this is quite simple. We bulldoze this. We bulldoze all of the sections of monorail because we just don't need it. We are gonna bulldoze the sections of path that we don't need as well. I'm gonna bulldoze, let's see here. I'm gonna bulldoze none of those sections of path right now, but I'm gonna bulldoze that entire stretch of path because it's completely unneeded and will save me a bit of money. And obviously, you know, we're gonna have to get rid of some buildings as well. We have the innovation center here, and I want this thing because I haven't unlocked this thing yet. But the thing is, if we bulldoze that, we will get 1.1 million back. So it's probably worth bulldozing it. It is probably worth bulldozing the innovation center, as much as that sucks. But I also want to have a quick look here because we have things like this this substation which isn't being used. So I will save a little bit of money by getting rid of that. We don't have power connections over here, so what I'm gonna do is bulldoze all of these power lines here because they're sort of not going anywhere, and I'll bring a power line sort of down this way and across the park to that substation. And I think we're gonna have to get rid of the innovation center. It sucks, but it's kind of the only choice we have. So that is, well, done. Let me go ahead and put substation just back there. And let me connect these up as best I can. So you are gonna go there to there and to there. Obviously not a power connection just yet, but this is gonna come in to this point. It is gonna go straight across and to there. And everything now has power, which is great news, but we still don't have any dinosaurs nor the money to get a lot of dinosaurs. So we're going to use the light steel fence here. And we are basically going to attempt to get some nice paths going along here. Get some nice fences, sorry, going along the path is what I meant to say. So we'll have that curve around. We'll have that curve to there. And have this sort of run in a straight line down to there. And I guess this could just curve over like that. So that is not bad for an enclosure. Unfortunately, I can't actually see what's going on the right side here, so I'm going to take a risk by removing all of this. A little bit pricey, but I need to be able to see what I'm doing. So all of that goes, and we'll continue this fence in a nice straight line to there. We'll curve it as best we can to that point. Going straight across to here. We're going to have to take it around that post, so that'll be relatively easy to do, as you can see. And then I think I do want to try and curve it that way a little bit. And then like that. So we have an enclosure with no trees, admittedly, and no feeder. Oh, I didn't think of that, did I? What have we got? Fossil Zone, the bar, fast food, restaurant 1, arcade, gift shop. I'll tell you what. Bulldoze more path. Bulldoze a little bit more path there. And we'll see how that works out. So, we need a feeder. We need a ground herbivore feeder. 150,000. And we need... Well, we need a Struthiomimus. It's the only thing we can afford. So we'll get one Struthiomimus. I don't believe there is a gate to that enclosure, which is possibly what that alert's about, because I don't think there's anything that's not connected, so it's very likely we are going to need to bulldoze more. And I'm kind of thinking it's either going to be the bar or fossil zone or 187,000. You know what? Emergency shelter 1 is gone. It's good to have. It's nice to have emergency shelters, but when they're kind of really expensive, I'm good to get rid of them. Not a big deal. Let's get another Struthiomimus, and let's get them some trees in there just so that they're not completely miserable. Last thing we want is a Struthiomimus trying to escape. That'd be a bit awkward, wouldn't it? So there we go. That one died, really? Okay, let's release that one then. That's great. My Struthiomimus died right away. I'm not sure how to feel about that. I guess we try and get another one. Their viability is only 68%, man. That's not good. That's really not good. Is one Struthiomimus, like, is he happy in his own? He is. They are relatively happy. Is that enough to turn a profit? I feel like the answer is probably going to be a solid no. I feel like the answer is really going to be a solid no. I still don't know what this alert here is, though. I have no idea what that is or where that's coming from. Which is kind of frustrating, because I just don't know. I just don't know what the problem is there. Let's have another look. Minus 2,000. I think we do need another Struthiomimus. And I think we're going to have to modify the genome to make it slightly more viable, because I really don't want to waste 50... I don't want to waste $50,000, so there we go, 77% better than nothing. So we'll try another Struthiomimus, and if that doesn't work out, then we do have to start getting rid of some more buildings here in the middle. But the good news is we should have some guests come into the park soon enough. Yeah, there we go. We've got like one guy. We got a few people. We got a few people that are like, oh, they got a Struthiomimus. It's unlikely a Struthiomimus is going to break out and murder me, isn't it? Let's go see it. Little do they know that I'm going to have a T-Rex here at some point. At which point, it probably will break out. And probably will murder everybody. But that, I mean, it's Jurassic Park. That's kind of why they're here. You buy a ticket to Jurassic Park or Jurassic World, and you're kind of aware of the fact that there's a distinct possibility you will be eaten by a T-Rex. It's kind of just the way it works, you know? That's kind of just the law around here. Anyway, we do have some profits coming in, which is fantastic news. Those profits will increase a little bit with the second Struthiomimus, and I think what we're going to try and do here, which is probably a good idea, is we're going to try and save up some money. We need $400,000 for the research center, at which point... Well, actually, in saying that, we probably want the ranger station first. Otherwise, we can't resupply these feeders. So we might have to save up for a little while to get that ranger station so that we can resupply the feeders. Otherwise, the Struthiomimus could end up going hungry very quickly. Okay, I think it's fair to say that sitting around waiting for everything is just no fun. I'm gonna bulldoze some buildings here because we need the money. We do just need the money. We also need the extra power for the power plant because we're not going to have the money anytime soon to upgrade that thing. So we're doing it this way. We're bulldozing things. We're going to bulldoze. You know what? The arcade and the restaurant are going to. Boom, boom. There we go. We have $627,000. That's fine. I am going to go straight for the research. The reason being that I do want to go back to the first island, and I do want to see if we can get the research all done very, very quickly. So the research center is going to go right there. Doesn't technically have a power connection. That's fine. We'll give it a substation there. And we'll just connect like so. And once that's done... Oh, hello. Storm defense coverage to 70%. Consider that done at some point. because that's going to be 100,000 each, so nope. Not going to be doing that.
Believe in that sort of thing, which I don't, except when I do.
Thank you for that, Mr. Malcolm. Oh, sorry, Dr. Malcolm. But yeah, we'll get this research center. Obviously, we still have a bit of saving up to do for the Ranger team. But the thing with the research center is because it will be the third research center we have in our island chain, it will then count towards unlocking more things to research, which obviously we can't really do from here because we don't have any money, but we can use it as an opportunity to go back to the first island. We can research all of this genetic stuff. We can research the bowling alley, more medical treatment, and building upgrades, etc., etc. So going back to the first island for that is probably not a terrible idea. Let's see here. So we don't have enough teams available because they're still working on the incubation lab. That's fine. There are other things I want, though. I want things like the large power station and the medium power station. Like Isla Muerta, if we do that security job, we unlock the bigger power station. We do this island up to a certain point with entertainment, we get the large substation. Isla Matanceros, we get it to a certain point with entertainment, we get that. Same with that. Same with that. So really, it's kind of encouraging me to go back to that first island. I think it's time. I think it's time. Or even to Isla Muerta. Muerta. Let's head back to the first island, though, because we have a lot of money and we have good reputations there. So the way I see it is we use this island as an opportunity to do all of the research and also to unlock some of the visitor centers and maybe anything else that we can possibly unlock. This is the part of the game I'm kind of keen for, though. I really, really want to go through and I really want to unlock things. I really want to do all that stuff. Oh, look at this. I love this view. I love these opening cinematics because they do feel very, well, Jurassic World, Jurassic Park. They feel right, is what I'm getting at. They do feel right. So, if it would let me have control, thank you. We do have some work to do. So, photograph a dinosaur fighting. I don't know about that. Let's see. So the Science Center is actually up next for you. The Savannah thing is up next for you. So let's go ahead and look at contracts. Let's get a new contract from Entertainment.
Business is good, but
oh, that's easy. That's super easy. We'll get another contract for security in just a moment, but they want me to incubate a small herbivore. Now, you guys in here are all relatively happy with the population, I believe. So a small herbivore, that's totally doable. We can go to here. We can say, give me a Struthiomimus. And we can even upgrade this with success rate 2.0 as well. So this is going to be, it's going to be great. There we go. Get that upgraded. Everyone can see it. No problem. We have got more fossils to poke around with here. So we'll extract that. We'll extract you and we'll sell you. And we should totally get research started before I get too far ahead of myself. So let's go straight in with the taiga, taiga, whatever. That particular skin pattern. It'll take 8 minutes, but, you know, we have the money for it. We have a bit of time to kill, so that's perfectly fine. Hotel 2 here doesn't have much overcrowding, which is great news. We have the Struthiomimus ready to go, so there we go. That contract is complete. Now, here's the thing. This park is... We just got the Savannah thing as well. Perfect. Perfect. So this park here is doing pretty well, but I think we could do better. We could get more in here, and I don't think there's any reason not to get more in here. So we have a good bit of room over here for another enclosure. I think we could maybe look at getting some Velociraptors and stuff like that in here. So what I'll do is I'll put the creation lab, I'm thinking sort of down here out of the way a little bit. Just sort of like that. I think we are going to have to strip those trees out as well, because that is a very, very dense area of forest, and I'd like to be able to see what I'm doing with the fences. So we'll strip all of this out, and it is going to be a pretty big area for dinosaurs. So maybe not just Velociraptors. We might put some... Oh, wait, can I go... Oh, I can go all the way over there as well. Interesting. Okay, I might need to be very careful with... Well, I guess I can go that way as well, can't I? I might need to be careful with this, though. Because I don't want to completely block this end of the park off. So we might need to... We might need to consider what we're doing here. We might need to consider the layout a little bit and make sure that we don't completely block everything off. We could get some monorails going around here. I don't think that would be a terrible idea. But first and foremost, what I will do is just extend this path straight over here. Because I want to make sure that I always have a way to get around here. So just all the way up and around, up to there, bring it over this way a little bit, and then curve it up that way, and somehow connect it there. There we go. So that's a way to get around there without too much issue, which is fine. I think what I will also do is smooth out the land a little bit. Just flatten this up, get rid of the water. We'll put the water back in. There is going to be water in here. I just want to get the land all sort of even and smoothed out and all that stuff. Just so it looks a little bit better. So something kind of like that will totally do the job. Yeah, that'll work. And that actually still seems like a good-sized space for any dinosaurs, really. So we'll throw in a viewing gallery just up at the top end here. And I think what we'll also do is throw in I think a viewing platform could be kind of cool to have here. So you can see from here up towards the other gallery. And then down this way, probably, well, just another gallery. So we'll throw that into that spot. Yeah, that should work. And then I don't think we'll go too much further this way with the enclosure. So I think we've got a pretty good size there. Let's get the fences in, and since we have a lot of money, we'll do the heavy steel. I know a lot of people have been keen for me to do electric fences. I don't think they're necessary. I just don't think we need them right now. So we're not going to bother too much with the electric fences. And this right here could actually be a good spot for the gate. No power. We are going to need to fix that shortly. But this right here, well, it's obstructed. Fair enough. Let's see. Because I do want this to be relatively secure, and I'm actually looking at this and thinking we should probably have this curve a little bit. It does look a little bit nasty without the curves, so bring that up to there, curve it over something like that. That's a little better looking, I think. This side is gonna go like this, I guess. That's not quite what I wanted. I'd like to bulldoze that, please. So bulldoze you. And let me just do this really, really carefully. So something like that. And then that's perfect. That'll curve really nicely. So just the whole way around, we'll take it to... Actually, you know what? We'll do this side first. We'll have this side come out. And then just do that. I said just do that. There we go. Yeah, that looks all right. This end down here, I think, we'll neaten that up in just a second. This bit over here is going to come out at pretty much a right angle. And then just curve around all of the terrain. And this is something that I've seen a couple of comments about. I've seen a couple of people that are like, yo, you really should just do the curves and that stuff. This is for you. This is for you. Because I know that all the straight lines were... I know they weren't amazing looking. I'm not going to sit and be like, oh, they looked so good, though. Because they really didn't. But they were just easier, essentially. That's kind of why I was doing it. They were just a lot easier. Anyway, let's get our gate in here for that added bit of security. So the gate's going to be like that. And then we're going to have our fence go like that, I reckon. That looks a bit nasty, though. Maybe just like this. Yeah, I think like that will work. Because what we can do... Oh, hello. To the Schollard Formation. Consider that done. Consider that done. Rotate you a little bit that way. And that is our secure entrance. That'll hopefully work out. Let's just bulldoze those bits to make sure that this is also curving. So you come out to, well, I guess about there. Or we do that sort of thing. Yeah, that looks better. That does look better. Even if the secure bit here looks a little bit terrible, that looks all right to me. So this thing is going to need a path connection. Let's get that done. So we'll go for that sort of right angle, or the 90-degree bend there. That's not connected. Some of you guys are going to need power. And I'm almost thinking that we could get a viewing gallery just in here. I don't think that'd be a bad idea. Sort of have viewing points the whole way around the thing. That seems like a good thing to do. So have this curve like that and just go straight up to the path there. And let's get power. Let's get some power for all of this. We need some substations. So a substation right there. And we'll get another substation and we'll throw it just, I think, on that corner. And connect it to there. And down here, oh, you know what? I could have, we're going to do that substation again. Bulldoze you. Move that substation to here so that they both get power off of it. And then up here is going to be a simple story of... Simple story? Simple case. Simple story? What? Of taking it up that way. There we go. So that is pretty much set. That is set for whatever I want to throw at it. And I'm not really sure what I want to throw at it just yet. I'm really not sure because... I'm wanting to make sure that we get good dinosaurs in here. I want to make sure it's a cool looking area. So, I don't know. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. Let's just, get a bunch of trees in there and make sure that the dinosaurs are happy with that. And let's make sure, no. Let's make sure this is upgraded with, success rate, and capacity, I think. So what are we going to be looking at here? The Velociraptor... I'm kind of thinking Velociraptor. I am kind of thinking Velociraptor, because they're popular. People like them. We could put Arid Pattern on there if we wanted to. I think we will. We've maxed out its genome as well, so... Why not? Let's see what we can do here. We could make the Velociraptor even more deadly if we wanted to. Not that I necessarily want to. We could increase the lifespan a bit. Get that rating up a little bit. I don't know. I think maybe Velociraptor is where it's going to be at here. So let's go for 3 of them. Let's go for 3 Velociraptors down here, and let's get the feeders in as well. So we'll do a carnivore feeder just there, and we'll do a live bait feeder just over here as well. So that'll keep the Velociraptors relatively happy. We do have asset control or asset containment and ranger stations, so that should be fine. This particular enclosure here is pretty big. Like, that's a seriously big enclosure for just 2 Ceratosaurus. So it might be worth looking at moving them into a smaller enclosure. I think we might move the Ceratosaurus into an enclosure up here. Because I just feel like what we've done there is way too big for them. So I'm going to put a viewing platform there, or a viewing gallery there. I'm going to put a viewing gallery just up here as well. And we're going to make a pretty small enclosure. It's not going to be luxurious at all. Not that the Ceratosaurus, I think, will mind too much. But it's going to be relatively small, and we're basically going to tranquilize the Ceratosaurus and move them into this new enclosure. And we'll see how they get on. Like, I'm slightly nervous about the idea that they might, they might, not like this new small space. But we'll see. We'll totally see. If they don't like it, then we can put them somewhere else. We'll make it work. It'll be fine. I would really like to be able to see where I'm going with this, though. Because right now I don't have the slightest idea. I need to get rid of those trees. So tear all of you out. So I can see what I'm doing here. And let's just curve this like that. There we go. So that is pretty small. That is pretty small. But I think that'll be alright. I do think that'll be alright. Let's get our gate just sort of down here a little bit. Or maybe over here. I think over there is probably a better spot. So that's our gate. We'll get the feeders in there. So carnivore feeder and live bait feeder. We'll get them some water. I would really like to see a thing in the game where it was like you can just put like a water thing. You don't have to do like a pond. Sort of like a hamster thing. I know that's a bit weird because they're dinosaurs, but you know, I think that'd be neat. Anyway, Ceratosaurus, what do you guys need? You don't need a lot of forest. You need a fair bit of grassland, so you might not like this new enclosure, but we'll see. Oh, there's 3 of you. Okay, well, I'd forgot about that. That's probably fine. Yeah, we'll have to look into that. Let me just upgrade these power stations while we're here, because we do have the money to do it. And we might as well upgrade the power stations so we don't have to do it later. So those are now upgraded. This right here is a ranger station. Number 1, gonna be the 93 Jeep. Number 2, we're gonna say scheduling and scheduling, followed by reload speed, followed by accuracy, followed by scheduling. Alrighty. Then we have the expedition sensor, which is going to be dig speed over and over again. Because I really want you guys to be able to do that nice and quickly. And you know what? We'll actually just... I think we'll send you out on an expedition. Where was it? It was... What was the place? The Schollard Formation. So where is the Schollard Formation? That sounds like it's going to be... That sounds like it's going to be in America. The Schollard Formation. Away you go. So that'll keep them happy. The asset containment... Do we not have asset containment here? We do. I was slightly concerned for a second there. Was genuinely slightly concerned. Let's give you scheduling and... I think scheduling again. Let's give you accuracy. Let's give you reload speed. And let's give you accuracy again. And with that, let's have the helicopter go and tranquilize, tranquilize, and tranquilize. So that'll probably be good. We got some Draco Rex done here. We could probably throw a few more things in with the Draco Rex. We have a dead dinosaur as well. That's problematic. So you're happy with your current social and current population. I reckon we throw a couple of upgrades on this first. So 2.0 and 2.0 and 2.0. And then I do think we go ahead and throw in something like these guys, who are a little bit more unique. We have the Triceratops. We could throw some of those in, but we already have some of those. So I think one of you guys, and I think maybe another one of you guys. And I think we do want to deal with this dead dinosaur, because that's obviously not a good thing. Charles, unfortunately, has, I assume, died of old age, so we'll get that sorted. And then over here, we just got to get this power situation done. So let's do just that. There we go. And I'm realizing we also need to keep up with the research, because we are falling behind on that a little bit, and that's kind of why we came here. So let's go straight in for the bowling alley. And speaking of which, we should have... we do have other things here. We have things at the clothes shop and the toy shop. So I think it might be an idea to maybe put a new shop out here somewhere. So we could throw one out here, I think. Yep. We'll get one out there. And I believe you guys are all tranquilized at this point. So transport teams, move that one into the new enclosure. Move that one into the enclosure. And move that one into the enclosure. So hopefully those guys are going to be happy with the new enclosure. And that is going to free up some space to let us put other things in that, well, new enclosure. We also have 3 Velociraptors going out, which does not seem terrifying at all for a park that might not be ready for Velociraptors. We also have these 2 guys as well. All right. I'm actually really keen for this, and I'm also curious to see... Well, we've unlocked everything here, right? We have unlocked everything here. I might have got carried away. I might have got a little carried away. I do want to look at the reputations. Restaurant is next. Tooth Hardness 2.0 is for you. Science Center for science is kind of what we want. So, photograph a dinosaur fighting. That's tricky. That's tricky. Let's get a new contract for science. Use the Expedition Center to unearth a small or medium herbivore fossil.
Correct?
Yep, consider that done. Consider that done.
Don't let this opportunity pass
Let's
you
go ahead and send you out. We'll send you to there. Those are small and medium.
I'm bringing this.
1,700 total guests. Yep, consider that done. We're almost there anyway, and we have more dinosaurs coming in, so that should be done. Yep, no problem. Okay, that was actually quite easy. You guys, you're getting very close to giving me the restaurant as well. Very, very close to giving me the restaurant there. Now let's see. You guys are all about to touch down with the Ceratosaurus. At which point we're gonna find. Oh wow, what are you doing? That does not look safe. That Ceratosaurus is just swinging around everywhere, just not having a good time. But we need to find out if these guys are going to be happy in there. So, Lewis, are you happy in your new enclosure? You seem to be. Lewis seems to be okay. You seem to be all right as well. So, yeah, they seem happy enough in their new enclosure. We are almost a 5-star island, though. We are so... Oh, hold on. We might get there. We might be about to reach 5 stars, which would be really, really cool to do. That would be really, really nice to get that 5-star. Satisfaction at the moment. It looks like food and drink could be better. So, I guess we look into that. I guess we could have a little look there. Maybe more fast food places needed. Maybe just a little something there, perhaps. I reckon that'll work. Another little fast food place off to the side there. And I reckon... Let's have a look at research real quick, just to make sure that I am staying on top of it. That timing, though. That timing was perfect. Let's look at medical treatment. Let's start looking at medical treatment, because with a new island, with the new island that we want to go to at some point, I guarantee we are going to need to treat some new diseases and stuff like that. It always happens. Now let's see. Bowling alley, I think, could go there without any issue. And we are so close. We are so close to this 5-star rating. We also just increased our rating with the science team. We're pretty close to the science center. We do probably want to get a new contract for entertainment as well.
Looks like the expedition.
So, let's say new contract. Request in progress.
Highest rating.
Oh, no way. Hey, we're 5 stars. We just got 5 stars, man. I'm very much okay with that.
I've looked this gig over. You should.
Increase to 5 stars. Done. Oh wait, no, it's not done. Why is it not done? Is it because a feeder needs resupplied? Are you serious?
Attending to feeder.
Oh, there we go. 5 stars.
That's what I like about you.
5 stars. Have we unlocked it? We just got the restaurant. Amazing. Oh my god. This is going exactly how I wanted it to. This is going exactly how I wanted it to. I want that restaurant. I want that restaurant. And I want to put it somewhere where it's actually going to be used. So, we probably don't want to put it in an enclosure. Probably not a good place for it. What about here? No? What about up here? Or like anywhere around here? We can't get it along there. We could probably get it. Nope. Have I really got no room left for this thing? It really seems that way, doesn't it? Although I guess, no, we do have out here. Sort of. That's a bit weird that it won't let me put it there. I guess if we flatten the terrain slightly, it'll be like, yo, no problem. So flatten this terrain. And let's say that we want a restaurant out here. There we go. Perfect. So restaurant there with, I guess, a clothes shop next to it. That seems nice. I imagine we are probably having some power problems. So unused power 10. What is the power issue? It's down here. Yeah, something tells me that we probably need another power station. So let's see about throwing one of those in anywhere, please. Up here. Is that going to be an option? Yes, it is. Okay. Well, that's perfect. That'll fix the power problems. I'm actually so happy that we've managed to get this island to 5 stars and that it's actually going pretty well. That's great, man. I'm so happy with that. I'm really, really so happy with that. My next goal really is just to get things like the Innovation Center and the Science Center. The Security Center is going to be a whole nother thing, but let's just keep going hard on science and entertainment because we're so close to both. So let's say entertainment.
Hey, just heard
Apply an ACU scheduling upgrade. I mean, how easy is that? We have so much money. That's so easy. So, you know, let's go for ditch accuracy and go for scheduling. There you go. And then just put accuracy back on.
that's a wrap.
And if we have a look, we just got the Innovation Center. This is perfect, man. Oh, I'm so happy with this. Okay. Okay, so we need a new science contract, but we can't request it right now. I imagine the security guys are going to get really unhappy with me. And that is a thing, like if you really, really annoy the other divisions, they will actually like sabotage things, which is always fun. 1.5 million. Wow, okay. Oh wow, this has got so many entrances too. Oh, that's going to be so much fun to play with on Isla Nublar. Speaking of which, people have been asking me if I'm going to do like a sandbox thing on this. I am, but it's not going to happen until we've unlocked everything. So it's coming. It's just not going to be for a while because it can't be for a while. And let's see here. I still can't get a new contract. Oh, well, that's fine. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to leave it there for today anyway. This episode has gone on a lot longer than I planned it to, but I'm actually really happy that we've managed to get 5 stars on Isla Matanceros, and that's, like, we've unlocked everything that there is to unlock from entertainment. We're getting close to doing the same thing with science, and then it's just security, so I'm not sure what we'll do next episode. I'm not sure if, next episode is going to be... I'm not sure if it is going to be this island or not, just because I do sort of want to try and make progress, but we'll see. I think what I may do is spend a little bit of time between episodes just unlocking everything, because there is a lot to unlock. There is a lot of medical treatment to go through, so we'll see what happens. We may even end up back on Isla Muerta next episode because we didn't do any of the missions there, so we'll see what happens. Either way, ladies and gents, thank you kind of for watching. It's been my pleasure as always. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!